Deep in the heart of Whispering Woods, where ancient oaks twisted like gnarled fingers and shadows danced in the moonlight, lived an old man named Elias. Elias was a recluse known by the villagers only as the strange figure who emerged at dusk and disappeared at dawn. He was often seen wandering the outskirts of town, muttering to himself and staring with hollow eyes. Rumors whispered that Elias had lost his own children many years ago, swallowed by the forest's darkness. Some said he was cursed, others believed he had made a pact with the spirits of the woods, but no one dared to confront him for fear of the eerie aura that surrounded him. One chilly autumn evening, a group of mischievous children dared each other to venture into Whispering Woods after sunset. They laughed and teased, unaware of the tales that warned against such folly. Among them was Sarah, a brave girl with a curiosity that often led her into trouble. As they wandered deeper into the maze of trees, the forest seemed to come alive with whispers. Sarah shivered, feeling a cold breath on her neck. She glanced back and saw Elias standing at the edge of the clearing, his eyes fixed on the children. "Let's go back," she urged, but her friends mocked her fear and pressed on. Elias watched silently as they played hide-and-seek among the ancient trunks, their laughter echoing through the night. But when the moon reached its zenith and the children grew weary, Elias began to move. He slipped through the shadows like a ghost, his steps soundless on the forest floor. Sarah's heart raced as she realized he was following them, his gaze never wavering. Suddenly, one of the boys, daring and reckless, ventured too close to Elias. With a swift movement, Elias reached out and snatched the boy by the arm. The other children froze in terror as Elias's grip tightened, his eyes gleaming in the moonlight. "Run!" Sarah screamed, but they were paralyzed by fear. Elias's voice cut through the silence, raspy and hollow. "I lost my children to this forest," he murmured, his fingers tightening around the boy's wrist. "Now I must find new ones to replace them." Sarah's heart pounded as she realized the truth. Elias wasn't cursed, he was haunted by grief and driven by madness. In a desperate bid for freedom, she lunged forward and grabbed a fallen branch. With all her strength, she swung it at Elias, striking him across the back. He cried out in pain and released the boy, who scrambled to safety. The other children seized the opportunity and ran, their footsteps echoing through the trees. Sarah hesitated for a moment, watching Elias stagger and disappear into the darkness. When she finally returned to the village, breathless and shaken, the adults gathered to hear her tale. They listened in horror as she recounted the night's events, the fear etched on her face. From that day on, Whispering Woods bore an even darker reputation. The old tales of Elias, the lonely figure who prowled the forest in search of children, became a warning whispered to misbehaving children. But Sarah knew the truth. Elias was not a monster, but a broken man consumed by sorrow. And somewhere in the depths of Whispering Woods, she hoped he might find peace, far from the darkness that had claimed him.